Royal Albert Hall, Sydney Opera House, Walt Disney Concert Hall. These are some of the world's greatest venues. Ramoji's studio in Hyderabad that I'm standing right now is one such venue. But today our context is the 2022 Hyundai Venue. And should you park yourself in this venue? Let's find out, and let's start from the top. The grille has been totally taken its inspiration from the Hyundai Palisade, the Alcazar, and it looks good. It looks blingy, it looks chrome, and we all love chrome. These are LED headlights, again replaced from halogen from the early generation, and all of this makes it look very neat, very larger than what it is. This is what a design does to you. It makes it look much bigger than what it actually is. It is good in size, but the overall design, the silhouette, gives it a different dimension altogether. Point to be noted, these are 16-inch rims, which is standard in Hyundai Venue, which is a good thing. Again, there's a big cut here. The side profile also looks very neat. This tail light, yes, this is segment first. Taigun is not the same segment. It is a tail light which connects from one end to the other. It looks very cool. Again, this bumper, which has got these 3 slates design, gives it a very rich appeal. These skid plates here, these reflectors here, all of them have a very nice overall design to this. From the rear also it looks quite mischievous, I would say. The presence of these roof rails and the shark antenna gives the Hyundai Venue a sporty and a very nice jawline, a side face which you would like. Let's step in now. Now this is not a Hyundai Creta, this is a sub 4 meter car, and for that the space is pretty well scooped out. Why scooped out? Because they've actually scooped out the seat from the driver's seat so that you get more of leg room here. Now this simple hacks gives this a much bigger cabin space than what it should have been, and that is a great sign actually. It also comes with 2 C-type USB ports, and they say it's a segment first. I would have liked if they would have given a sunroof all the way up here, because they would have given it a much more breathing space, but you can't get that much for that much money. But the best part is the window goes down completely, and it's a very good window pane, which again gives it a much bigger cabin space. You get a central armrest with 2 coffee cups. Now the best thing is it's also a 2-way recliner, and you can actually recline the seat in 2-way positions, which again gives you more of backrest, and you can have quite a comfortable backseat journey in fact. Now this is the best venue in the venue. Of course, they've loaded this to the brim with loads of tech features, loads of things which has been borrowed from the Creta and the Alcazar, and somehow it feels complete. Now let's start from the wireless charging tray, which is now right there in front of you. Then you have one C-type USB port, one A-type USB port, that Mota wala. Of course, you get all of that. Then you have a cigarette lighter case where you can plug that normal charger, so in case you want to charge multiple devices, you have all the options available. Then you get an air purifier right here, which you normally get in a segment above cars. Now let's talk about what all things which comes in the infotainment system, which is now an 8-inch screen. Start from the navigation pan. When you touch, the touch screen is very fluid. I must say that it's very crisp and very precise. You get the first tab is a map, then there's this voice memo which I already discussed. You can basically record your conversation with the co-passenger or with the car, your wild thoughts, and listen to yourself. I don't know what's the purpose does it solve, but they have given it some thought. Then of course you can know the weather. Then this is the tab for valet mode. Then there's this phone projection, which is basically if you connect your phone to the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, you can get your phone up in the screen. Now there's another tab called settings, which when tapped you can know a lot of things about device connections. You can do various sort of combinations, and it also gives you a language preset. You can customize up to 11 languages in this, which is regional language, which is quite an interesting thing. Now the important thing is the blue link. The moment you press on the blue link tab, you can do a lot of settings here, but we'll go to the blue link separately via this. Before that, the media tab has of course FM, AM, Bluetooth audio, USB music, USB, all sorts of things, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and an important feature is sounds of nature. What is sounds of nature? You can basically customize, and if you don't want to listen to music, this is how it sounds. Now these are all things given because I think the millennials are very stressed out, so maybe to calm their nerves and to give a very nice, pleasant environment while you're driving. Now coming back to Blue Link, now this is where a lot of things are very interesting. You can also customize your football teams, and you will get a score update. So this for all the enthusiasts of footballs. You have something right up in your screen. In fact, you can also put your cricket teams also here. You get weather updates again here. Then you have a calendar. You have to link your account, which we are not still configured to this. Then you can also share destination in case you have cars broken down. Now, interesting thing is they've also given these buttons here. So this is for navigation, which is inbuilt map, which also gets over-the-air updates. Then you have map, which is when you are connected to your Apple CarPlay, the map will come, single tap will take you there. Then radio, media, and then of course setup, which gives you basic displays. Overall, a very neat interface. It has everything that you need in today's day and age, and something which you don't need also, but it's good, very crisp. Now let's talk about the instrument cluster in front of you. It's all digital, gives you information which is all important: tire pressure and your cabin temperature, your driving information, fuel, kilometers, all of that thing, all digital. And the dial is also very interesting. In the automatic, you also get paddle shifters. In the automatic, you also get drive modes, but in the manual, in the base variant, you don't have that. So that was the tech part. This is where all the tech that you need to know about the Venue has been decoded. And if you want to know more, buy the car. Now the best part, the driver's seat gets all the adjustments possible. You can slide front, slide back. You can get your backrest up, backrest back. You can also manually adjust the height to a bit, but the passenger seats doesn't have that function. It does also miss the ventilated seats, which the Kia Sonet has. I wish that could have been strapped with this, or that feature could have been added as an option for the price, because that's something that you need in a tropical weather. Two things more which is missing, which I would have appreciated, is the rear view mirror doesn't get auto dimming feature, and it also doesn't have a head-up display. Yeah, I'm just trying to nitpick, but it does get paddle shifters, so it's going to be fun to drive. The ORVMs get a middle projector lamp, which is again a very cool thing. So overall, they've jazzed it up to the youth in you, to the youngness in you, to the millennial you, and let's drive. This is the 1 liter petrol automatic, and you also have the turbo petrol. You also have IMT version, and this is a DCT gearbox. Now, of course, the underpinnings has not changed, but somehow it's been tuned better, so it's more fluid. When you hammer the accelerator, it's not as sluggish as it used to be. A little bit more on the better side, I would say. But now, one thing that you have to understand is that the moment you plug in, the Apple CarPlay doesn't work wirelessly, doesn't work with the C-type charging, but only with the A-type big USB charging. Now that's something I don't understand, but they could have just given in both the places. But anyways, now this comes with the paddle shifters, which is very playful. Of course, I love it, and it is quite an agile car. Even at high speeds, I've touched 170, but also it does have a lot of confidence. It doesn't wobble. Even at corners, it knows its place. It's not a long car, not a too heighted car. So that way the center of gravity is not too much way off the mark. So it's kind of grounded. At the same time, it has a SUV stand. So it's a very, very good size car to have as in your garage, because it will give you that SUV feel without that size and stature. Without that, it can be, just to put it simply, it's very quick in the corners. You can park in tight parking spots. If you are living in a city where the parking is a mess, then the Venue could find its own venue wherever you go. So that's a good part. Now, whenever we talk about facelifted, there's always these, it's a facelift, the new version is coming, blah, blah, etc. But to be honest with you, what do you need in a car? You need a car which can drive well, which you can also have fun with, which has all the tech controls, which has all the creature comforts that you need, and all of that comes packed in. So whether it's a facelift or it's a new, it doesn't matter. It looks good from the outside. Yes, the Venue was launched in 2019. It has been a roaring success in India. It in fact contributes 22% of the Hyundai India Motors Limited total turnover, and in SUV space, takes a very good space because it is a sweet spot. It is a very sweet spot, and it's completely started a new segment with a lot of manufacturers have dropped something to compete with the Venue. But Venue is really a very, very sorted car, and with all these cosmetic changes from the outside and from the inside, it makes for a very nice proposition. Now, let me show you something with braking. So when you're going to brake at a high speed, the ABS kicks in. You see, it has gone in one direction, it's not gone left, right. So it's kind of, the car is in complete control. So the whole underpinnings, the whole mechanism is quite well balanced. Yes, it does have an engine noise which seeps into your cabin, and if you're not listening to music system, the noise will come in. But that's something at these speeds, most cars of this nature, you'll have to live with it. It comes with 3 drive modes now. Earlier the Venue never used to come with drive modes. So you have a normal, when you push that rotary curve from here, the screen instrument cluster in front of you becomes blue. Then there's Eco, which is green. Eco is green, of course. Then there's Sport, which is red. So right now we're in Sport, and it's not that it really changes whole lot of things. The dynamics of the engine doesn't change so much. Time to conclude. Whether this Venue should be parked in your garage or not is the question. Yes, it should, because it packs in a lot of features that you are paying for the price. In fact, the kind of money you're paying for, you're getting much more features than you probably don't need it in today's time and age. But it's always good to have features more than you need. It packs in a lot of things which is tech enabled. In terms of technology, it has pretty much everything that you need, and that's what's important from exhibit's point of view. And that is why I would say that this Venue is a good choice to have in your garage. Do check out the price in the description below. Do tell us what you think about this Venue. And yes, there is a gift which we'll be giving to the comments. You just have to drop in your comments and tell us which is your favorite Venue in the world. Yes, which is your favorite Venue in the world. It could be your birthplace, it could be a place where you're going for honeymoon, it could be a place where you would like to go for honeymoon, it could be a place where you'd just like to go and chill. Do drop us in the comments, and we'll give you a JBL headset absolutely free, shipped to your doorstep.